time for me to do it too. Okay?
Yeah.
As for you, Nadine, if you could go back in time to the girl who, right before Diary ng Pangit came out, all of your insecurities, all of your pain, all of the little things that you noticed about your career that you just weren't happy with anymore, what would you say to the old Nadine?
Yeah, I'd say just keep going and, just hold on because it's going to be a bumpy ride. I mean, because every time someone asks me this, like, sometimes they ask me what is it that you want to change in your life or something that happened that you want to erase from your memories. I would always say, like, wala. Kasi I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't go through all that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have this mindset if I didn't go through that. And I'm really happy with, with the challenges that I went through because it made me a better person.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really change anything. Really, yun lang. Kapit ka lang, girl.
Just strap in. It's gonna be crazy, but you're gonna become a much better person when you get out of it.
And also, I believe kasi na, like, going all of those, taking all of those challenges and all that emotion, it's human. I mean, you can't take it out of a person kasi how would you know, like, what these emotions are if you don't go through it?
If you don't want to go through the whole process of it all, diba?
It's part of life.
Life experiences.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Adulting 101. Nadine, Angie, and them. Okay, so let's get to a point. Let's get to a point in time where you just heard something and it just sticks with you. I'm sure in both of your careers, being in the public eye as well, there have been some really hurtful things said to you. So even if you hear it, you're just like, I don't care. But in the back of your mind, when you're alone and you're having a really bad day, these words come back. They ring in your ear like that pesky little thing that's just like, I knew I forgot something, and then it's there and it hits you. Can you share with us what are some of the most hurtful things anyone's ever said to you? Angie.
Okay. How I should break up with Joey because she deserves a guy. Like, for me, it's like, why? I can't be good enough as a partner for her because I transitioned. That doesn't make sense. And then when I closed my company, started this year, I got people bashing me saying like, oh, it's because of your lifestyle. You buy too many cars. And it's like, wait lang.
Your life, boy, mo.
Exactly. I manage work. Work survives. And I have this free money to enjoy. I want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like those old people where they have so much savings and then they're sick and then they can't enjoy that.
Yeah.
Diba? I realized when my dad was living his life where he wanted to enjoy and he told me, find a number that you're comfortable with and stop there.
Yeah.
Don't be like those other people na basta we can keep making money. And then what? You have too much wealth, you alienate yourself, and then you don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
So it's not a good place to be in.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like, okay, I'm happy where everything is. I take care of business, and then I'm going to enjoy my life.
Yeah.
It's a simple, I wanted to do what made me happy.
Yeah. Those are definitely words to live by. First off, can I just say that anyone that's telling you what to do with your money, they didn't earn it, so they can't tell you. Like, dude, we ain't telling you what you choose to do. If you don't want to buy cars, then don't buy cars. But to tell somebody, oh, you need to break up with this person as mercy to them because they deserve a certain thing, why don't you just let Joey decide?
Yes, exactly.
And she decided. See?
And they're saying, oh, she's just with you kasi mayaman ka. And I'm thinking like, maybe there's some women like that who stay in a relationship because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
But Joey is not that person.
And she is her own person and has her own career even before that.
Joey is an emotional being where she needs emotional connection, not material things. So she's not like that.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about her. Where we connected on that level where everything that I had was a bonus. It didn't matter for her. Like moving to the farm now, we only have one car in the farm. She doesn't take care of it.
Yeah. I feel like that's what we all love. I remember we were talking about it. And a practical car too.
The most practical car. But I have a truck also.
Okay. I love it. I love it. How about you, Nadine? What was one of the most hurtful things that just stuck with you?
You're not good enough. It's always been that line, like ever since talaga. Like people would say na, wala hindi ka kasi magaling eh.
Not pretty, not talented, not ganyan.
All of that. Kumbaga parang yun na yung umbrella ng lahat na yun.
Yes.
Kasi sometimes, like we go through we have days where we're, doubting ourselves, and we have days na parang we just don't feel 100%. We just don't feel shiny.
Yes.
So when that, when I hear that, or sometimes, like at the back of my head, voices like telling me that give some. It still gets me. It's already like, self-doubt na rin yan eh. It's really something that you can't take out.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people ask me that, like how are you so confident? Like how is your self-esteem that high? How do you do it? Like how do you take out your self-doubt? You really can't. It's gonna stay there. But the thing is, me kasi I use that self-doubt to elevate myself.
Yeah.
Kumbaga parang I put myself parang I use it to improve.
Yeah. And I've seen this firsthand also. What people don't know about Nadine is she's very quiet when it comes to her emotions. If people say something, she'll be like, but then she'll go, like, for example, they'll see your photos, like, I don't like your thighs in this photo. She's gonna go to the gym. She's gonna be like, okay, this isn't about you, this is about me. And she'll come out of it a better, stronger person.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the best possible mindset to have. Now, we move on to the nicest things people have said to you. Nicest thing. What is the nicest thing anyone said to you where it just stuck?
I guess it's when people commend me for what it is that I'm doing. Like, what Angie said a while ago in the office. She's like, just keep going. Like, I love it when people tell me that I'm going the right way, and it's, they're very happy to see me that I'm helping other people. It's really just commending the work that you do and something that you love doing.
Yeah.
I think it's really just that.
See, I love how meaningful it is. It's not mababaw, diba?
Yeah.
How about you, Angie?
And what she's doing now is nakakataba ng puso.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
It's not superficial. You're helping people.
Yeah.
People who need help. Especially in the pandemic where it's, there's fatigue. Everyone's so tired. There's no money. There's a typhoon.
Yeah.
And there's so much pressure. And, I have staff who lubugan sila ng house in Marikina, and you have no choice but to help.
Yeah.
There's no one else they can turn to. And it's great because, you have an amazing platform. And at such a young age, you have so much realization that even I'm like, bravo. Galing talaga.
And this is why we tip our hats off to you, Nadine.
Thank you.
For me, I actually have a question.
Go.
How come we remember all the negative comments, but the millions of positive comments, we don't take it into account?
Yeah.
Are you having a hard time thinking of the nice things people have said to you?
No, I remember a few things because obviously when I came out, my biggest fear was my work would reject me because even in our office, we're 92% male. And my staff came to me and said na the staff are okay. And the exact words they said, okay lang, mabait naman si Sir Ian eh. So I had support instantly, even though they didn't understand what was happening. Just because I treated them like a human being. Diba? It doesn't hurt to be nice to anyone.
Yes.
It's free.
Yeah.
Diba? Just the way you say, even to your mates, na, diba, will work for you.
Yeah.
There's a way to say na, paing tubig, or dahil pakikuha ko ng tubig. Diba? There's like the different connotation of like, are you demanding or are you requesting?
Yeah.
So it's just that shift in focus. But yeah, that was one of the nicest thing I heard from my staff when I came out na mabait naman ako, kaya support sila. So it's like, okay.
See, and I love how unsuperficial it is as well. It's something so simple like, you're a good person. And that should outshine anything else.
Exactly.
Like, all of that can come second just as long as you know in your heart you're doing your best to be a better person.
Yeah.
And that's very commendable. So, speaking of being a better person and going through a particular journey that you're afraid people might not accept, what are your insights? Because I'm sure it's been some years now and you've already settled into this new chapter in your life, your rebirth.
Yes.
Are there any insights that you can share with other queens that are reaching that point, but they're afraid to?
Wow, okay. You'll hit a turning point in your life when you realize that you can't take it anymore and you need to break free. That song, right? Break free. And, rest assured that it gets better on the other side. And it's a struggle. Nothing comes easy. but anything that's formed within pressure becomes a brilliant diamond, so to speak, diba? Where we need the pressure, we need the stress to mold us into a stronger, better person. Because if it was an easy ride you won't appreciate it.
Yeah.
But you won't embrace it.
And you won't learn the things that you've come to learn in this health process. And you have that nice analogy about diamonds, right? And in the visual album, there's a line that just really stuck with me now. There was one part where you were coming out of like you were on a beach and you were coming out of a lotus and you're dancing. You had like that beautiful crowd.
Yeah,
and I got teary-eyed because it was tied in with the environment. It was tied in with the special message, and you said, hanapin ang iyong perlas. So it's knowing your worth, drawing energy and strength from other people, right? And I feel that completely describes that journey that you went through as well, because through strife, that's where you come out of it stronger. That's where you come out with the lessons, right? So it's about giving yourself the permission to trust yourself.
Yes.
The permission to trust the people around you, to accept you as you are. But sometimes that kind of makes you feel like you have to second guess yourself. Your self-esteem. Funny enough, sometimes people around you, the people that love you, are nicer to you, but you're not nice to yourself. So, to all of the fans that are watching right now, from both sides of the spectrum, how do you deal with self-esteem issues? Like, everyone is okay naman, pero you right here, hindi pa. Nadine.
I've always been like hard on myself. Like what I said earlier, if I don't do one thing successfully or if I fail at something, like I really beat myself up.
Yeah.
So I guess with now kasi realizing a lot of things during the lock-in, the quarantine, I just learned to be kinder to myself and to just experience everything and not be not be selective, like all the happy memories. These are the only memories that I'm gonna remember. Itong mga sad memories or itong mga traumas, I'm gonna forget about it. No, I really just take everything and feel everything and experience everything, because that's what makes you human. Like we live to experience like all these emotions and all these things that are given to us by life. So with self-esteem kasi, with all that self-doubt, like I do still doubt myself a lot. But everyone naman that doesn't really go away. But I'm very fortunate because I have a good support group. I have all my friends. I have you. So, I tell them like everything, and they're always just there to lift me up. And to, kasi there are things sometimes that we don't realize na parang we need other people to make us realize para lang maintindihan natin na no, it's okay lang yan. Parang wake up call. So, I'm really just fortunate to have a good support group.
Love you. Love you. Don't self-sabotage your progress, okay, girl?
It's hard though, because if you're always used to success, then if you don't achieve success, then you have that self-doubt, and it's downhill from there.
Yeah.
So it's always hard to stay on top, 100%. And having that mindset of always having endless stream of confidence and self-esteem is difficult, because sometimes people look up to you you have to be confident, because I look up to you like, what?
Yeah.
But how do I find self-esteem? What I figured out in my early 40s is, as long as you're doing something right and it's for the betterment of everybody, then you'll always get the praises from people. Like what you're doing now, everyone is gonna applaud, because there's no wrong. It's all right. And you'll figure this out in life, where once you have that trajectory or mindset of helping other people, then everything will come in terms of like the reward system that you're looking for, the dopamine level of like, I feel so good.
Yeah, it just feels so good to help other people.
Yeah.
Exactly. So once you sort that out, because everyone needs to achieve their dreams, right? They need their career dreams, their partner dreams, but once you settle all that already, you're now gonna look who am I?
Yeah.
And what am I trying to...
You're gonna look for something else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that end answer for everyone who's do good, be good.
Yeah.
It's a simple answer, but for some people it's hard
It's
to.
hard.
Yeah. People tend to forget that sometimes intention is what you need to start off, whether it's to be good to other people, good to the people around you, people you don't know, and good to yourself.
Yeah.
It all starts with the intention of wanting to do good. And when it comes to doing good as well, you have to make sure that everything that goes into your life, the things that you're absorbing, that's healthy for you. Because you can't say, oh, I'm going to get fit today, I'm going to go to the gym and spend 3 hours scrolling on Instagram of photos of unrealistic women while eating your burger. You know, you have to have the intention. So what can you guys recommend to people that want to have that intention and go through with it? What kind of material do you absorb? What do you change in your life to find better self-esteem and doing good?
I guess with me, look for inspirations. Kasi ako, I use my friends as my inspirations. Because, you know, like, I don't know, it's just them, like, it's unconditional love na kasi, that, like, what they're showing me, what you guys are showing me. So, you know, like, I would need a friend, I message you, and then you come by even though you're busy. It's always like that. So I use these people as inspirations, and then kumbaga, in a way, I pick it up and I do it to my other friends as well. So I guess it's really just looking for someone that is inspiring, that is, you know, that's not, how do I say it? It's so hard to answer that question.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, just by being kind kasi and being loving. That's true what Angie said. It's actually in one of my songs, Gray Skies. It's, don't be afraid to show everyone kindness. Don't be afraid to show love to other people. You know, it's not, hindi yan mahal. Just do it. It's free. It's libre. So why is it so hard for everyone to do it? But yeah, just look for inspirations that will really, like, you know, help you with dealing with all these things. And maybe your friends, maybe your parents, who knows, like your siblings, or yeah, just what do you call it? Like a celebrity or on Instagram, you know,
Or aspirational leaders.
Aspirational, it's like what I'm saying. And with the social media thing kasi, also what I wanted to say is that, you know, social media kasi, it kind of messes up a lot of people, like especially when it comes to self-esteem kasi a lot of the things on social media aren't realistic.
Yeah.
Curated.
It's very well curated. So a lot of, you know, I see a lot of teenagers, a lot of girls actually, who are going through self-esteem like issues just because of the things that they see in social media. I mean, it's on the documentary as well. So I just wanted to say na, you know, just be yourself, and there's really no pressure into being someone else. Like what it is that you show on social media, just make sure that it's you. Kasi if you try to be someone else, which is what happened to me before, I tried to be someone else. I was showing everyone, you know, a different person,
Or what they wanted to see.
what they wanted to see, which is not me. That's why I lost myself. It's hard. You're gonna go through a tough time. That's why just be authentic and don't be afraid to show everyone who you really are. And love yourself. Be kind to yourself as well. Yeah.
How about you, Angie? Your inspirations?
Oh wow. So my father was huge inspiration in my life, and who else would I say inspires me? I mean, like now, like I miss Gina Lopez. For me, she was a huge inspiration for the Philippine environmental awareness.
Yeah.
And when we lost her, it was a huge blow for us. I love Antoinette Taus also, who leads Planet Cora, and you know she doesn't need to do any of this volunteer work, but her heart, mind, and soul are in it. And for me, that's inspiring because for you to give your time, effort, money, and your talent for nothing in exchange, diba? It's like wow. And that's why when I first connected with Antoinette, I was like, I'm going to help you moving forward. So anything that you need, like business, about the NGO, about mobilizing more people, and we did it. For the time being that we were doing the cleanups, we're just getting bigger and bigger, more corporations are coming, and we had media coming back in, so it's interesting. And then all of a sudden the pandemic hit, and I miss doing the coastal cleanups. But right now, it's survival mode for everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like that ties in with intention as well, because even if you can't do those duties now, I'm sure you're doing however you can in the best possible ways from home to make sure that these causes see the light of day, that they get the attention that they deserve. And it's all about empowering other people with your points of views as well and the causes that you share love for. So going back to one of the lines in the album as well, I feel no fear, let's dance with danger, diba? So it's like, okay, let's get into it. Sometimes I get scared, but right now I'm not, because I know the path that I'm going on. It's something worth it. It's something different. It's something exciting, and it is me now, and I live up to it. And I love that. I love that, to see the people that you've grown into with this whole process of change and finding yourself. So to wind it down a little bit, how did you feel the album has changed your life so far, Nadine?
Well, the album kasi, I really started working on that last year pa. Like, I think August. That's when I started working on it. But it was just an idea. So I was just, like, writing with Calvin, one of my producers. We were just doing sessions at home, and then we were just writing. Wala na, parang there's no plan at all. But I'm already, like, dreaming about it.
Jamming lang.
Yeah, jamming lang. But I was already, like, thinking of an album name, like what to do with it, how the theme is gonna be like. So I was really, like, working on it pero konti lang. But then it really started, we really started working on it seriously this year lang. But the funny thing is that, while I was working on the album, writing on the songs, I just have this feeling na parang, not fear, like I was scared. It's like, the album is a cliff and I'm about to jump, but I'm scared to jump. Because it's something different in my life, music isn't well, I've been doing it for a while now, but it's not,
as hands-on as this.
It's not as hands-on as this, and it wasn't as serious as this one. So, I was writing on it, and it's my first time writing on an album. Writing has always been like an insecurity of mine. So, like writing on the songs, it really scared me. Like, I would always question myself na parang, okay ba itong sinulat ko? I don't know if this is right. What if I change it? So I ended up like, changing a lot of the things that I wrote. But, I'm very fortunate to say, I was working with Brett, Haisam, and James on the album, and we were the ones working on the lyrics. So, very fortunate kasi sila talaga, they would really push me. And every time I would start doubting myself na I would show Brett the lyrics kasi nag-lock in kami. And then I would show Brett like what I wrote or James what I wrote, and they'd be like, no, it's actually really good. So in a way, parang that kind of inspired me to write more kasi parang at least I know that I'm going the right way, and writing has always been like, it's always scared me kasi nga I wasn't successful with it. So for like musicians, for my friends to say that it's actually good, it only means I'm going the right way. And so upon completion of the album and shooting the visual album, like I was really scared because it's a totally different path. So I didn't know how everything was gonna come out. So alam mo yun, yung fear of the unknown, because you don't know what's you don't know what's gonna happen next once the album is released. So that was my fear talaga.
It's Nadine like you've never seen her before, but it's also the realest version of Nadine that you'll see.
But the funny thing is that, when the pandemic hit, yung album kasi, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Like, we could still work on it. Like, there were no issues, no hassle. Like, we were writing, we were recording. So, all the more na I thought to myself na, this is the time and this is the right path. This is the right way for me. Kasi walang issues Usually, diba, it's just, good things just fall into your lap. It just falls into place. Like, no hassle. No effort even. Like, it was just writing, locking in, recording, and the shoot was going so well, like with no serious issues. Small issues lang, obviously, but tuloy-tuloy pa rin. So I was really thankful na parang, like walang problema or no nothing. So this is really the path for me. This is where I'm supposed to go.
See, and that's how you know that it is for you talaga, because you've had all of your hardships, your difficulties, but when the time came, the chips fell right into place. And speaking of things that are for you, how about you, Angie? How do you think being a transgender woman has